Wednesday, everybody. It is time for 4Ps in a Podcast. I'm Dana, and I'm here with...
I'm Eli.
Eva.
And Twyla.
Guys, come on in. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. Here it is raining outside. Many of us are out to play, and many of us are in to stay. Anybody seen any good movies lately?
Well, I think it was last month I went to go see Inside Out 2.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was pretty great. I ate a lot of popcorn.
It was a little while ago. I went to Sight and Sound Theater. It wasn't the actual theater, but like we went to the theater to watch the show. It was a production of the movie Daniel.
How was that?
It was a Bible story. It was really good. I actually liked it a lot.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You got anything?
I also watched Inside Out around last month.
Okay. Did you enjoy yourself?
It was very interesting compared to like the first one. You can really tell like the differences. Also, I feel like the animation style was like slightly different.
Are these good critiquing? Did you enjoy it? You feel like they were different in a good way or different in a not so good way?
I enjoyed it, yeah.
I think for me, I did see Inside Out 2. I've been also catching some movies at home, but for Inside Out 2, I definitely enjoyed it. I didn't really remember seeing the first one. I kind of went through a little bit the first one, but the second one I thought was pretty good. I liked the fact that they had different emotions, the way they worked together, and just the way they explained it. I just enjoyed it. I thought it was really nice. Yeah. But what is a movie that you guys, even if it's now or later, now or in the past, a movie that maybe everyone loved, and when you saw it, it was just like, meow, meow, meow. Do y'all have that experience? Like everybody, all your friends are like, I love this movie. This is amazing. And then you're like, Or it could be complete opposite. Some of your friends are like, that movie was horrible. It was trash. And then you're like, this movie's my favorite. What are you talking about? I got it on Blu-ray. Okay. Yeah. Anybody have those experiences?
Well, a lot of people thought that the live-action Little Mermaid was terrible. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Did you get to see that, Twilight? I didn't get to see
I
it.
didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. But I did hear a lot of people like people with bad comments about it. So I wasn't sure, but I definitely did hear a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the same thing for Elemental. A lot more people hated it than loved it.
Yeah.
I still thought it was great, though.
It was not my favorite movie. It wasn't really like a bad movie, but it wasn't like my favorite.
Yeah. So do you have like any of your favorite genres of movies? Like if it's a movie you're like going for the action, you want to hear a little tearjerker, you trying to...
I liked Jurassic World.
Okay.
The Jurassic World and
those.
Park franchise. I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I recently saw all of them.
Those were great, yeah. Chris Pratt is a really good actor.
Yeah.
Anybody else, any kind of movies you like? If you like your action, you like drama, you may be getting into some westerns, you may want to get into some mystery or some suspense. Any type of films, you guys got any favorites? Genres that you like reach out to if you see it in the theaters or you see a preview? You're like, wow, this is my type of movie. Do you have those types?
Probably action.
Yeah, I like action comedy movies.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I don't really have a favorite movie, mainly because we don't watch a whole bunch of movies at home. And then when we do, my younger siblings usually pick. So
Oh, my.
that too.
Okay.
Yeah. And lots of the movies that I do like, they're not allowed to watch,
Yeah,
which is kind of the problem.
yeah. For me, I think I like a lot of action. I grew up watching a lot of the drama films. Like I love the little movies that you would cry and the little love stories. But then as I got older, I started getting into the action, like you said, the Jurassic Parks.
Oh, yeah, those were good.
I started getting into Transformers. The list goes on and on. I started getting into like the Marvel films. Like I started really getting into a lot of those, and I just kind of just been going there ever since. I still get into some suspense sometimes, but
Yeah, I also like action movies,
Yeah.
especially when they have corny jokes.
I love a good corny joke. I definitely do, especially like in a scene that maybe gets quiet for a second, or the joke makes it get quiet, or however they do it.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, it's like this awkward silence. I love it.
Those are always funny. Have you guys ever cried on a movie or something?
I don't think so.
I have, but I don't remember which one it is.
I've never cried during a movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I did. It was Christmas Oranges. It was a good movie. I actually liked it, but it was sad. I cried at a part, like 2 parts. It was a little bit sad.
I almost cried during a Bluey episode.
Aww. I like Bluey.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I've definitely had my share of tears at movies. And my family's always looking at me like, "Oh, are you crying again?"
Oh
It's
yeah.
like, come on! Like, I'm mad at them because they're not crying with me. Like, you seriously?
Yeah.
Don't knock my crying because my crying is justified. This is a
Yeah.
reason because the reason to my crying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any books, guys? I've been reading books lately. I've been getting into a lot of like spiritual books and like self-help books, things like teach me like different things that I want to learn. So like I've been doing a lot of personal training, so I've been trying to read books not only for my personal training, but also just kind of getting the mental and the spiritual right. So anything that's kind of like uplifting, I'm definitely going to be reading and digging into. Y'all have anything that you guys been just reading, getting into?
I mean, I do a word search every night.
Oh, cool.
I love the brain busters. Got to keep them going. Yeah.
I've been reading the Esperanza Rising book. I finished it. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
That's good.
I'm still listening to Green Glass House. I'm almost done though. The only thing is, I have to wait a really long time for Libby to finally
Oh yeah.
have
Yeah.
the book not on hold.
Yeah.
It takes forever.
It does.
Oh my goodness! So now that you're reading, you have another book that you're gonna go to next because both are almost done.
I'm trying to look for other ones, but honestly, I've listened to so many audiobooks that the ones that I have left are like not the most amazing ones. The ones that are kind of cringy, even that sort of thing. So,
Yeah. What you trying? You got a book coming up next that you got in your mind?
No, probably not. I might go to the library and look for some.
Yeah, me and my family are planning on going to the librray.
Yeah.
On like Saturday or something.
Oh, the library.
Friday.
So I mean, how do y'all make it a family trip all the time? You go?
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, I've been reading Disciplines of a Godly Woman, and I've been enjoying that book. So I've been actually listening to it. So I don't know what I'm going to go to next, but I'm probably just going to look like similar books, or if anyone has like any like maybe like ideas of what could be read next. If you like this, you might like that. How do you guys find books? Like when you're looking for something, do you ask friends, family, Googling it up? Like where do you get these ideas? Like, oh, I should read this. How do you know it may be an interest to you that you might want to read it?
Well, the way I would tell is like, I look at the title and the front cover.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like the authors, like underneath it, and I have to go and look up the author for more of those books.
Oh yeah.
Dang, I didn't go that far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just like
Because
look
I
at
liked
title
the
and stuff.
author Dan Sanders. He had the Adventures in Time series, and
Okay.
it's a lot of history, and I liked it a lot. He did a really, really good job. I liked him.
So you're like, hey, let me see what else he's got going on here. I like
Yeah.
it. Okay. What about you, Eva? Do you do the same? How do you get your find new books?
So I usually just use Libby. We do not go to the library that often, or when we do, I'm usually doing something else.
Okay.
So it's more of just like a side thing. So like if I'm doing something that they can't really do and my parents need them to stay occupied, then they just go to the library. So on Libby, I usually just filter it so I can choose like the genre and that sort of thing. So I prefer mysteries. So then you just have like a list that has like available now, so you don't have to wait for it to not be on hold and all that sort of thing. And then you just scroll through and see whichever one you want, really.
So is Libby like Audible?
Similar. It's just through the South Bend library branch, so it's completely free and you don't have to
Yeah.
pay for anything.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah, got me with that word. Free. Definitely one of my favorites.
I love
Yeah.
free stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely, me too. Especially when it comes to books. Like I feel like so many things can be pricey, and I'm like, these should be absolutely free. Like seriously.
Yeah.
I remember this funny meme or this funny like video that was clipping around, like going around line. They're like, we have to pay for water. We have to pay for grapes. We have to pay for apple. Like it was just a funny thing. It was like some of these things should be free, especially when it comes to books or education. And I love the fact that we do have libraries. Sometimes
Yeah.
we don't. I feel like they don't get used all the time or enough. I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people, we kind of branch out to like Amazon or we're going to like Barnes and Noble or all these bookstores because I think we like the convenience of just like being able to be in the house, grab it up, scoop it up, and instead of going out to the library or things like Libby.
Yeah.
Some of us don't even know about Libby. Like I didn't even know about Libby. So to be like, okay, I have this opportunity to get books, and I don't have to pay an arm and a leg, and I can still get my choices. I like that. So it is good. I love it.
I think it was my mom who told me that if I ever wanted a book, we should go check if it's at the library, so I can see if I actually like it,
Yeah.
and then I can decide after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cause I used to buy books all the time. I have my own library at home. It was like every time a new book came out, if it was something to my liking, I would load up on books. And then my daughter, I would always try to get her to do the same thing. She's like, no, Mom, I'll just go to the library. And I'm like, she's like, I don't need all these books accumulated because I did. I started getting like books everywhere, like where I'm put them at.
Yeah.
So it is good. It does save space when you're doing it like that. And again, I mean, you know, like some books I wanted to keep as collectors, so I think that's what I was in my mind. Oh, I can keep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But how many collections can you have? Like,
Yeah,
I got
yeah. I want to get the entire Rosier series so I can have the Little House on the Prairie and Rosiers.
Yeah, some of those
I only
things-
have 4 of the Rosiers right now. I need 4 more, but
Okay.
yeah,
See, some things are
'Cause-
collectors, but yeah.
yeah. Because I read all of them, but I want to collect the rest of them.
That's how I am too. It's
Yeah,
like,
I do want the rest of
I
them.
always
So
do that. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm that person. I do the same thing.
yeah.
We got some different ideas and some different opinions here. All right, when it comes to wearing shoes, all right, some of us like our tennis shoes, some
Tennis
of us our dress
shoes.
shoes, we like boots, but there's this popular shoe out right now, okay, and there's different forms of it, okay. There's slides, there's some with fur, there's some with no fur, there's some with like different type of corrugated lines across the top, and a lot of them have holes. And what shoe am I talking about, guys?
Crocs.
All right, yeah, some of us to Croc or not to Croc. Guys, what are your opinions on that?
I like Crocs. I think they're fine. I don't have any, but I think they're fine. I've used them and I like them. So
Okay, all right.
I don't necessarily like the traditional ones just because they're less comfortable in my opinion, but I do have a pair of like the Croc sandals, which I found are a lot more comfortable than regular flip-flops because 1, they don't like break apart as easily, and 2, they don't give me blisters in between my toes, which is horrible.
You get
Oh, yeah,
blisters
that
in
hurts.
between your toes.
yeah,
I
that
do.
hurts.
I do because I don't wear flip-flops like ever. So then when I wear shoes with like the slots that go in between your toes, it gives me blisters. So
Really?
Ouch.
yeah.
I've never had that happen.
When I was little, it didn't used to happen though. So I think it was because I wore flip flops a lot when I was little.
Oh yeah.
And we also have this young man. Do you like Crocs?
I am a not Croc. I don't like Croc.
Oh.
You're a uncroc fan,
Yes.
So,
a anti-crocker.
oh
Yes,
my
I'm an
God.
anti-Croc.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I just don't like the concept of Crocs because like they're in my case too customizable. And you have to like buy little pins for them and stuff. They just like look weird.
I mean, you don't have to buy gibbets, but I mean, if you want to.
If you want to,
My
yeah.
cousin has like a bajillion gibbets.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's
Some people do that
ridiculous.
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And also respectfully, I think Crocs are hideous.
I mean,
Oh wow.
I
it
had
depends
the
on the
same-
color.
It does depend on the color.
I'm telling you, I had the same thought process. I was like, Crocs, like my kids would buy Crocs all the time. Like once a Croc went out or it started getting worn down, they would grab another pair or they would grab multiple pair at once. I remember we went to some shoe store and they were like $20. So the
Yeah.
kids were like just loading up on them. And I'm just like, why are you getting these shoes? Are horrible. And then my sons were getting, like you said, the gibbets. They had different ones from different sports teams,
Yeah.
athletes, and they were just loading up on them. And then sometimes they would lose them, so like they're having to replace
Oh
them.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
it was a lot of
Because some of them are small. Yeah.
yeah. And then there's this one particular day, me and my son, we went to the mall. He's like, "Mom, you got to do it." I'm like, "What do I got to do, son?" You have to get some Crocs. I'm just like, and so I ended up just go joining, can't beat them, join them. And I got a pair, and he was like, "Mom, now we're gonna be matching." So I joined the club. Again, I don't wear them I really don't wear them out all the time. There's like really like spare times. I kind of been using them as house shoes. I've been using them as house shoes. I kind of like them because they're comfortable in that way. Because I'm always wearing gym shoes all the time. But when I'm like at home, I just been using them as a house shoe. I don't really want to wear them out too much. But they're kind of comfortable just to wear. they're not too bad. I don't know if I'm going to load up on pairs of them though. Like I think I got one black pair. I'm like that'll be good for now. I don't think I'm gonna be like hungry for Crocs. Like, oh my Crocs, I got it. You know.
And
Yeah.
then like when they do eventually fall apart, then you get a new pair. Not when like I don't know what would happen. Like the heel of them comes off or something. I mean, if you wear them as house shoes, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What really
Yeah.
throws me off is that they have modes, like
Oh, yeah.
sport mode and like the other mode, whatever the heck it's
What?
called.
Yes.
yeah, where like the heel strap goes up and down.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's
That's
just
kind of
weird.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's
That's
funny.
that's
Actually,
ridiculous.
It's funny to me. It's so funny.
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
funny to me.
Like me and my son were walking one day. He's like, I was like, son, I don't know if I'm gonna walk with these because I don't want to slip off my feet. He's like, oh mom, put them in sports mode. It's so funny. I'm just like, serious. I'm like, yeah. And then one day we were walking, and I was like, yeah, son. I don't know where we were at, but I was like, yeah, son, look, I got my Crocs in sports mode, and he was just, it was just so hilarious.
Wow.
I think people think it's cool when they can say stuff like, I'm putting my shoes in sports mode.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I remember, I used to always wonder, like, what is the dip? Like before I even had Crocs, I'm like, what is it gonna do for you? Like, is it going
Yeah.
to enhance your sport play? I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was the point of it, but
Yeah.
I think just the sports mode means like they won't fly off your feet if you're running
Yeah.
or like if you're moving around a lot, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
I don't think you'd really want to use them for something like volleyball or that sort of thing because like what happens if the ball falls on your foot? It's gonna hurt really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I ended up getting those. I ended up getting Crocs. This is how I began. I forgot how I got them. Me and my son went to the mall. It was a hot summer's day. I did not have any regular everyday shoes. I've been wearing these tennis shoes or any other type of shoes like this, and I had boots and I didn't have any sandals. It's a hot summer's day, right? Jeans and a t-shirt, some jeans, and guys, I'm wearing some boots. So my son's like, Mom, like, you can't do this, Mom. You cannot. And I'm like, what do I don't know. Stop at the shoe store. He's like, Mom, here, just put these on. I'm like, can I wear these every day? I mean, this is my 11-year-old son. I have no idea. This is how far away I am from fashion. I'm like, son, I need something I can wear every day. Can I wear a boot? Can I wear this Croc every day? He's like, yeah, Mom, you can wear a Croc every day. I'm like, okay. So as we're walking through the store and as we're walking through the mall, I'm looking at everybody's feet, like trying to get ideas of what can I wear, like. And I've seen a lot of Crocs. I'm like, well, maybe this is what I'm going to just do, and that way I can have something to wear every day because a hot summer's day, jeans and boots, it was a no for me. And I'm going to be honest. I never want to tell anybody this, but I'm telling my PE family. As I was wearing some snow boots, guys.
Oh no.
Oh, yeesh.
I know.
That's
On a
hot.
summer day,
Right,
that's
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wow. Wow.
I went from snow boots in a summer's day to Crocs. So
Whoa.
I think I made a better choice. You guys think that was a better choice? Would you have?
Definitely. I would say really like the only occasion you couldn't really wear Crocs is for like a nicer formal event, that sort of thing. So like obviously you would not want to wear like hot pink Crocs to like a
Yeah,
wedding or
that would
something.
be really.
That would be
That'd be bad.
I
honestly
would find that
ridiculous.
disrespectful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, very disrespectful.
Yeah, that was how my Croc venture began because my son was like, Mom, I have to get you out of these. And we didn't stop. We didn't go to anywhere else but to the shoe store. That was the first spot we went to. Mom, you got to get out of these. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure what kind of shoes these are, but I really like these shoes.
I like them too. I like they look like they're really comfortable. And I like the fact that you can kind of like
Yeah.
put your foot in them, kind of pull them up. I don't know how you put them in, but I would like.
Yeah,
They're-
I
they're
think
like
slide-ons
slightly
or something.
They're like slightly stretchy. I have Skechers that are similar. The
Yeah.
only thing is like the heel of them go too high, so then it actually cuts into like the back of my leg
Oh no.
or like heel almost. So I have to wear really long socks, and I don't like wearing long socks.
Yeah, I had that happen once.
Yeah. So are those like a Skechers type of shoe right there?
These
What Twilight has on?
No.
Oh, but are they comfortable for
They're-
the feet? Yeah, they look like a comfortable shoe.
the
Like
most
I think
part.
I've tried some shoes that were like that. That's why I'm asking because
Oh,
me
yeah.
doing a lot of walking, like I'm always trying to find something with some cushion, and I'm like, I feel
Yeah.
like I tried something with those, and I feel like they had some good cushion to them. So
Yeah.
that's my first thing when it comes to shoes, catching that cushion at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. Guys, have y'all seen any new TV shows out? Anything new? Any new series?
not really,
I don't
no.
think so.
Y'all get into any TV? No TV
I
out?
Little
used
House on the
to,
Prairie.
Like, a lot.
Okay.
I can't really find anything that's like that interesting because I've already like binged a bunch of shows on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay, so are y'all real watchers, YouTube watchers? I mean, what spikes your interest when you're at home? Like, did anything? Are you looking at the walls? Are you guys telling me you're looking at the walls? Are you video gamers? What are you guys doing?
I'm watching my siblings.
Okay, watching siblings. All right.
Usually I like watch Minecraft shorts when I'm bored.
Okay, so you're getting to the short life. Love it.
I don't do a lot of screens unless you count audiobooks, which in our household we do not count them as audiobooks because they're in your ears and not in your face.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but while I'm listening to audiobooks, I like to do like arts and crafts and that sort of thing. So I enjoy crocheting and drawing and painting and that sort of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
I love that. Yeah, I would definitely love to crochet as well. That's one of my favorite things to do
Yeah.
too. I definitely love it. But for like series and TV, it's the fall season, yes. And I'm a little bit on the older side, so I'm always going to join into the Dick Wolf series, any of his shows, the Law and Orders, Chicago Med, Chicago PDs, all those shows when they come out, Chicago Fire. I am watching those, so I'm excited they're coming back out soon. So I'm definitely going to get back into that. But yeah, that's something I'm
There's a
into.
book that I have been reading that was given to me by my uncle.
Mhm.
I always forget it, but I read it like a few weeks ago for school. It's a pretty old book. It's
Like, how
called, like,
old
the-
are we talking here?
I'm
like
not really sure.
an
Oh.
ancient tome or like only 10 years old?
Maybe like 30 years old, I think.
Oh, that's old enough.
Definitely.
Was it like a big? I mean, was it a long read? I mean, what kind of?
I mean, it's a short series of books called The Cooper Kids.
Oh wow.
The Cooper Kid. Huh.
Yeah.
No, I read a book series that I actually have. It's called the Orphan Train series. Their last
think
name
I've
is
heard about
Cooper.
that.
Their last name is Cooper. It's funny. But yeah, it's good. It was good.
Was it an older series, or you don't know if it was an older series?
I don't think it was an older series. It was written by Arletta Richardson.
Okay.
She did a good job on that. And then also the Baxter family series. There's 5 books in the series.
Okay.
And I have 3 of them because I think they were the first 3. But I felt like it was too much on the 3rd one. So I wonder what the 5th one's like. I'm kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
wow, oh. Because like the 3rd one, I'm like, oh my goodness, wow, like they're really pushing it. And I'm imagining like the 4th one and the 5th one, like, oh, wow, that's a lot, wow. I don't know how they came up with more. I did not even like the 3rd one.
You sound like you read a lot of books.
I do.
I don't read a lot of books.
I love reading.
Yeah, that's amazing. So when you're reading this older book, it's 30 years old. Was it interesting, even though to be so old?
Well, I mean, in the first book, they go to like some city in Egypt, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
And they're a family of adventurers and stuff. So they went to this place called the Dragon's Throat, which is basically just like a giant hole to Earth where like a lot of people apparently like died.
oh.
So there's like a lot of myths going around about it, stuff like that. So it's a Christian book too. So they're like, all right, well, we know that God wouldn't let us just like die in here.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's go check it out. Let's see what's harming these people.
Like, that's a good idea. I mean, I would not do that. I mean, I believe in God, but I still don't think I'd do that just because I do not like dark places,
Yeah.
especially caves. I've never liked caves.
Yeah.
I've never been in a cave.
I've never been. I don't think I've ever been
I
in a
would have to
cave.
be one of those that's like, I just gotta give it a try. Like, even if I don't go deep in it.
Yeah,
I just gotta-
honestly,
I have to see what's in
yeah.
here. Like, I'm not gonna get this close to a cave just to do a U-turn. Like, I have to be able to experience just a bit of it. Like,
Yeah.
maybe a bat or two. I don't really know what's in here. Maybe some gold. I mean, what's going on?
You can also
Yeah.
get like lost in caves really easily.
Well-
Yeah.
And also about the rocks coming down. See those
Oh
rocks
yeah, I
down.
like in all those like
There-
movies.
there
Yeah.
are like rocks coming down, and the bats stand like their corners. Like they do not do anything unless you shine a light on them and disturb them. And then the caves that I've been to, they're usually with like a
Guide or something.
guide or
Yeah.
or they're like trails, and then there's maps almost. So then
Yeah.
you know this is the exit for exit A, exit B, exit C. These are the routes to get there.
Yeah.
Speaking of maps, my family calls me the map guy because every time we go somewhere, I'm like, all right, where's the map? I need to find the map.
I am the keeper of all the maps.
Yes, I have a stack of maps in my room.
Oh wow.
From like theme parks and stuff.
Wow, do you like collect them?
Yeah, I collect
Oh,
maps.
that's cool.
It's pretty fun.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should start framing them or something.
Yeah, it's like laminate them and framing
Laminate them, yeah, frame them.
Yeah, that'd be so nice.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
These
it's
maps
not
might
just
become rare soon.
Yeah, you never
then
know.
it's then it's not just like a pile, then you can actually see them and display them.
Yeah, and then you can show your kids when they get older, like, these are different places I've been, these are different maps I've read.
That'd be
and,
really cool. Yeah.
pass your map reading skills on to the next generation.
Yeah, my parents went to Paris for their 15th anniversary.
Oh wow.
I think it was like a month or two ago. They went for 2 weeks.
That's really
and
nice.
When they got to Paris, they were like, all right, got to bring something back for the kids. We need to find some maps for Eli. So then they came home with like 3 or 4 maps for me, and I was like, yes,
Oh
Perfect.
this is what I need.
yeah.
Like, maps are supposed to help you to not get lost. I feel like I would look at a map and just get lost.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes when I go to a place with a map, sometimes there'll be like a corn maze. And I want to get lost in the corn maze. Like every time me and my family go into a corn maze, we don't do it a lot, but like I'll walk in first and then I'll just like run away.
Oh wow.
One time when we went to a cornet maze, I think it was like last year or 2 years ago with my grandparents. My dad had like 2 of my younger siblings doing something. So then me and my older brother, I think one of my younger siblings, we all went into a corn maze, except the thing was you're supposed to take specific routes because you're trying to find the signs in a specific order. The thing was, it was almost time to go home, and none of us knew the direction we were supposed to be going. We just kept walking in circles. So what we ended up doing was we ended up turning around and trying to walk back. And so we found like a group of people, and we were like, which way is the exit for either the beginning or the end? We don't really care. So they were like, are you trying to cheat or something? We're like,
Oh wow.
leave.
We're trying to get home.
That's
Trying to
funny.
cheat or something?
So
Didn't know you cared.
we did end up going out the exit or the entrance, not the exit.
So did they help you, or you just figured it out on your own?
So
Yeah.
they did end up saying it's like go back, turn left, and then turn right, and they're there. That's what
Oh yeah.
I
I
That's
would never
good.
have
No,
memorized
we're not
that.
trying to,
Yeah.
we just have to get home. We're short on time right now. We have to go.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we just kept passing like the same sign and the same tree and the same like
Oh.
Oh no.
again and again. I think we passed like the same sign maybe like 3 or 4 times or something.
Wow.
It was ridiculous.
Wait, once you find a sign, does it like point you in the direction of the other sign?
It doesn't. It literally has like a number on it. So then you're supposed to take a picture, and at like the end or something, you get a prize if you get them all in the right order. The thing is, you have to get them in the right order.
Oh
And they don't say which direction you're supposed to be going.
my. Oof.
So
yeah, that was
at
probably
the
really
beginning, you
hard.
could end up with like a 7. And then like in the middle, there's like a 1. So then you have to go all the way back to get the 7.
What? Seriously?
Oh,
wow.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's, yeah.
That's not a corn maze. That's torture.
That's torture, yeah.
sure.
And who knows what the prize would be like?
It was not nighttime. It was like maybe like lunchtime-ish.
Okay.
So
I wouldn't do that unless the prize were really good.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the prizes were. So, I mean, if I don't even remember them, that probably means they're not the most amazing thing ever. So,
I mean,
However, the best thing about doing a corn maze and getting a prize is that the prize is free.
oh yeah, that's
So I'd
true.
probably do it.
I mean, it depends on what the prize is. If it's just like a sticker or something,
I
who
know,
cares?
like when you work really hard for something, and after that, somebody's like, "You're gonna get a prize," and then you get a sticker. You're like,
You
"It's
kidding
just
me
a
right now?
Why
sticker."
bother?
Like you could find nothing else.
Nobody
Like-
uses stickers.
Yeah,
anymore.
nobody uses stickers
on
anymore.
Amazon you can get like a 300 pack for like $5.
I know.
Yeah, my
It's
sister got a bunch of
ridiculous.
snake
I have
stickers
stickers
for
at
her
home.
birthday.
Like,
Me
Yeah.
too. Kids give me stickers daily for fun. And I love
yeah,
it, but
yeah.
I don't think they're really prize worthy.
Yeah. They're not,
Exactly.
they're not.
But like if the prize is like free ice cream or something,
Yeah.
like
I'm
you get
down
a free
for
ice cream
prize.
ticket
Yes.
for every single person who went through, that's another story.
Yeah.
I'm getting free ice cream.
We're never turning
Yeah.
down. No one turns down ice cream. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't even do well with dairy, but I'm still not going to turn down ice cream. So I'll
Ice
take the
cream's really
7
good.
pain. I'll take
Yeah.
it. I'm going. Yeah, I have to have it. Yeah. It reminds me of the time I did my first bike trail. Like I never really ever did this before, but I had lost a lot of weight, and I'm like, instead of me going to a buffet to eat for celebration, let me go exercise. So I go over to Rum Village Park, and they have these bike trails, and the biggest one I think it's like a bit over 5 miles. So I didn't know anything about this, and don't y'all ever try this at home. It says, do not ride this trail if you don't have a helmet or a mountain bike. Unfortunately, I had neither, but I had got all the way there. So guess what? I'm gonna try this thing. I did. I did this trail, and I remember just going through some parts. It was just like too steep, so I had to like walk my bike down these hills or like
my
walk up
goodness.
because some parts I'm like, no, I'm not gonna hurt myself.
Yeah.
They were really nice. Some parts were like smooth, some parts were like just jagged, rigid.
Yeah.
But I remember the signs. Like we were talking about signs. I remember seeing like 1 mile. Like I'm like, yes, cool. They're like the arrows because you can do like short miles, you can do long. I just want to do the biggest one. So I get to mile 3, and I'm like still going. Next thing you know, I'm like, where's 4? First I was seeing people come past me, so I was like, I was still new to it, so I'm like sliding, moving out of the way, so letting people come through. There's this older couple like, you can't be on this trail. You have to keep going. I'm like, I'm sorry, because I had stopped because I'm like, I don't, I'm not prepared for going down these steep hills. So I get past the 3, multiple people are coming past, so I'm seeing like, so many parts and people coming past, so it made it fun. So I can kind of see, I'm still hearing people's voices. I'm still, as the time got more, I'm hearing animals. I'm not hearing people anymore. I'm hearing like little squawks from animals. I'm hearing, I'm hearing bushes being like, I have earphones on at first, and I'm like, no, I have to take everything off. I can't. I have to listen to this. And next thing you know, no more signs. I don't see 4 mile. I don't see 5 mile.
No.
And I'm just like, what's going on here? I don't hear people coming past me anymore. All I'm hearing is animal sounds getting louder, bugs flying. Like I feel like I'm itching. I'm on this bike. It was so much going on. I feel like it was getting darker. And I'm like, how long have I been here? It must be 5 hours. I don't know what to do.
That's not good.
I feel like I was in Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's definitely not
I
good.
had no idea. But as I kept going, I started hearing sounds of the road, and I'm like, oh, okay. I think I'm getting closer. And then I kept going, and the road was still not near. I'm like, you know what? If I see some road, I'm just going down right. I don't care, like whatever way I gotta get there. I will tumble down this hill till it gets to the road. I could not get to the road. I seemed like I was getting higher and higher up, and then I ended up getting past, and it was like 5.6 something miles. And I'm like, I thought this thing was supposed to be 5.5 miles. Ended up way longer than what it was supposed to be online, and then I ended up getting out, but. When I got out, I remember just getting off my bike and just walking home. Like I was like, I couldn't even talk. I had an apple because I was going to snack on it on the way there, but I couldn't even eat it because I felt like I was in there for like 4 or 5 hours. When I went back, because my phone died on me, it was rough. By the time I got out, I'm like, I was only in there for like a couple hours. Okay, cool. And I'm just like, but it felt like I was in there forever. Like, I had to experience it, but like I was like, I'd never go back again unless I had all my proper material, or
And like make sure
And
your
the phone
phone is
charger.
charged
Yes.
100% and possibly keep like a battery with you
Yeah,
or
I had to keep a
something.
battery. You know why? Because the reason why I died, I have my Bluetooth on, listening to music, and I'm trying to record for my YouTube so I can just like show people like this daring act that I'm doing, and so that really killed a lot of the battery too.
Oh,
Yeah, but I would do it again if I had someone with someone with me. But other
They're
than
experts.
that, yeah, I'm like, where are the signs at?
yeah.
But yes, guys, that was a really awesome day, guys. That was a really awesome podcast for today.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see you guys next week then. All right, so it's me, Dana.
Me, Eli.
Me, Eva.
Me, Twyla.
Thanks for joining us for the 4 Ps in a podcast.